Life is really short. I don't think we realize how short life really is. I don't think most of us even take the time to contemplate how short life really is. We rip and run from one place to the next, thinking or nonchalantly assuming that we have all the time in the world. But the reality is our time is very limited. If we're blessed, if we're really, really blessed, we'll get 100 years out of it. But that's super rare. If we're just blessed, we'll get 80 years out of it. It becomes even less likely. A lot of people die before they make 80 years old. Probably most people do. So why do we take for granted the beauty of life and not really appreciate it? Listen, my cat, Caesar, I'm going to put a picture of him right here. He has been a part of me and my wife's life for 15 years now, roughly. We really don't know how old Caesar is. My mom found him after Hurricane Katrina. And if you know anything about Hurricane Katrina, it's been a while since Hurricane Katrina's been around. He wasn't born exactly then, but was born shortly thereafter Hurricane Katrina. And she found him in the swamp because my family lived in a swamp. And she found him living in some trees. He was living in the trees with another sibling. We knew his dad. His dad was called Frankencat because he had a cut up face because he was cut up in a car motor. And my mom actually took the cat to the hospital, his dad, Frankencat, which I'm grateful for, because if my mom wouldn't have saved Frankencat, whose face was cut up, who's my cat's father, then I wouldn't have my cat Caesar to this very day. But Caesar, me and my wife are just coming to the realization that Caesar is older. He's an elder cat. And you can see the arthritis is starting to hit his back legs. And, you know, those little back legs just aren't as strong as they were. And his body's a little more frailer. You can see and feel the bones. He doesn't have as much, meat because he's not eating as much. And his eating is even starting to slow down. And my heart's broken. And it's times like this where I contemplate what's important in life. And you may be a person who doesn't really have a lot of concern for a pet. But I think that most people watching this actually know what it's like to really love a pet, because that pet is part of their family. That pet is their family. Caesar is part of our family. I love this cat dearly. I love him with everything I got. My wife loves him. I worked in the oil field. I was on call sometimes, I was on call 24/7. And I was gone for a lot of times I'd be gone throughout most of the week, 24/7 on jobs. And that cat watched over my wife, and he kept her company, and he protected her too. As crazy as that may sound, there was instances where the plumber came into the house and he thought the plumber was a threat, and he kind of bowed up and went at the plumber. And my wife was like, "Oh, Caesar, he's not here to hurt us," But I'm thinking about the finality of life, this physical body that we live in. I am a Christian. I believe that we have a soul and a spirit that's going to leave this body, and I believe that in eternity we'll get a new heaven. In the new heaven and the new earth, we'll get a new body, whatever God deems fit. I don't know what that's going to be like, but there's a reality of leaving this earth. Anyway, what I'm saying is that losing a pet hurts, and I have to deal with that right now and think about the thought of losing my sweet cat Caesar, who's been my buddy. We've been there together. We play. And I see him getting older, and I see what's going on with him, and it hurts me, and I wish it wasn't so. And then what makes it even harder is that my mother was the one who found him, and my mother was the one who gave him to us. And my mother is no longer with me because my mother died prematurely. My mother lost her life prematurely. And now I have to, when I lose Caesar, I feel like when Caesar leaves this earth, I feel like I'm going to lose a piece of my mother as well. And I don't know, how y'all might think about that, but that's what I'm thinking about. It was a gift from my mom to me and my wife. And if you watch my channel a little bit, maybe you don't, maybe you're new to my channel. And I lost my mother, my father, and my brother all like in a 4-year period, in a short period of time. And they all died prematurely, every one of them. Too soon. And there's this reality that life is short. It's beautiful. Take time to spend with the ones you love. If you have a pet, don't take them for granted. Pet that cat, you know what I mean? Love on them. Play with them, you know? Tell them you love them. If you have a dog, spend time with him. And even more so, your family members. And you might have family members who you disagree with on certain issues. Don't let political issues separate you from love, the love of your family. You can disagree. It's okay. We don't have to agree. I'm fine if you disagree with me politically, if you disagree with me ethically. There's things that I believe that other people aren't going to believe. But I don't think we have to go to war behind it. We can respect one another, or we should try to, you know? I don't know. These are just some of my thoughts. I don't even know if this video is any good. I hope you watch it. I hope you have a pet. If you have a pet, tell your pet you love them, like I said. But that's all I got to say about that. Give me a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching The Pen and the Shank.